How's it going, everyone, and welcome to an Elder Scrolls 6 trailer analysis. And yes, it's weirder than it seems to be saying that right now, because this isn't something I expected to see from Bethesda for years and years to come. But at the end of their E3 press conference last night, they showed a teaser trailer for the Elder Scrolls 6. And as you can see here, I just had to step out of my seat for a second because I could not believe what I had just seen. That Bethesda had actually showed us a trailer of some kind, material of some kind, for a game of legend, the Elder Scrolls 6. Now, of course, because this is only a teaser trailer, we have to keep in mind that the Elder Scrolls 6 is not going to be out for a long while now, and Bethesda has even come out and said that the game is in pre-production, so they've pretty much planned out most of the game, and they're actually getting around to making it, developing it now. So it's going to be a while, but I'd say at least 2 to 3 years minimum until we see any more of this game. So a trailer, gameplay, a release date, stuff like that. And some might even say that the Elder Scrolls 6 will take all the way up to 5 years to complete, and honestly I couldn't disagree with them, but because of how much Bethesda Game Studios has expanded since Skyrim and Fallout 4, I feel like the development time on their games is going to be a lot quicker, so therefore I feel like a minimum of 3 years is a good estimated date for when we'll see anything more from the Elder Scrolls 6. So first, let's get into the setting. Now, a lot of people are saying that the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be taking place in either High Rock or Hammerfell simply because of the landscape that we've seen so far. We can see that it's very grassy and mountainous, but also if you look closely, you can see that there's sand covering most of the landscape underneath all of this grass. So this could very much be the mountainous areas of Hammerfell. And I haven't really talked about this much on my channel, but Hammerfell is my most anticipated Elder Scrolls 6 location just because of the landscape itself. I love how all of the landscapes that we saw in previous Elder Scrolls games would just be seamlessly coming together in this one province. Mountainous regions like we saw in Skyrim, grassy lowlands like we saw in Oblivion, and dry arid deserts similar to what we saw in Morrowind, mixed with African and Arabic-inspired culture, opening the lore books of the Dwemer's influence in Hammerfell and how the Yokudans conquered the province. I feel like Hammerfell will not only be a very interesting location for an Elder Scrolls game to take place in, but also a very enjoyable one to explore and crack open the secrets of. Camelworks also pointed out a very interesting detail about the castle that we can clearly see in the distance. Now, this is the only clearly visible piece of architecture that we can see in this entire teaser trailer. And if you look closely at it, you can see that it has a very sandstone look to it, so very Spanish or Middle Eastern inspired, versus if you look at High Rock's architecture, it's got a very medieval, old-fashioned stone look to it. And you wouldn't really see any castles or houses of any sort in High Rock that look like this. But Hammerfell does have a very Middle Eastern inspired architecture, and I feel like that this castle alone could give away the fact that we are going to be seeing Elder Scrolls 6 taking place in Hammerfell rather than High Rock. Now, as far as the release date goes, like I said, it's not going to be out for a long time. I really feel like the point of this teaser was to let us know that Elder Scrolls 6 is a thing. It's not some sort of myth. It's actually being worked on, and Bethesda is in fact listening to the community and what we want from them. Elder Scrolls 6 is also, of course, going to be a next-gen game along with Starfield, and we all know that the next-gen consoles aren't going to be out for another 2 to 3 years, so it's going to be a long way off before we see any more of this game. Also, if you don't remember, a little while ago, Todd Howard did an interview with the AIAS Game Maker's Notebook, stating that they have a project in pre-production using a new animation system, and I feel like that project in pre-production is indeed the Elder Scrolls 6. But anyway, I plan on making more videos on Elder Scrolls 6 in the future, so if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of that. And I'm also going to be doing a Starfield trailer speculation video soon after this. So until then, I'll be seeing all of you next time.